Your software needs to be compliant to win deals, but you also need your engineers focused on building your product, not pulling SOC 2 evidence. Enter a third option. Make Vanta your first security hire. Vanta uses AI and automation to get you compliant fast, simplify your audit process, and unblock deals, so you can prove to your customers that you take security seriously. Plus, Vanta scales right along with you, backed by support that's there when you need it every step of the way. That's why top startups like Cursor, Linear, and Replit use Vanta to get and stay secure. Don't SOC block your best engineer. Set them free and get compliant fast with Vanta. Get started at Vanta.com.
Weight Watchers now offers access to affordable GLP-1s.
Weight Watchers has everything I need, from weight loss medications to nutrition support and help with my side effects.
With our program, our members are losing more weight with expert nutrition and side effect support.
Weight Watchers prescribing GLP-1 medications, it's been life-changing.
Better results, expert support, lose more weight, make it last. Get started today for as low as $25 at WeightWatchers.com.
Warning, the following ZipRecruiter radio spot you are about to hear is going to be filled with F-words.
When you're hiring, we at ZipRecruiter know you can feel frustrated, forlorn even, like your efforts are futile, and you can spend a fortune trying to find fabulous people, only to get flooded with candidates who are just fine. Fortunately, ZipRecruiter figured out how to fix all that. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/zip. With ZipRecruiter, you can forget your frustrations because we find the right people for your roles fast, which is our absolute favorite F word. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day.
Fantastic.
So, whether you need to hire 4, 40, or 400 people, get ready to meet first-rate talent. Just go to ZipRecruiter.com/zip to try ZipRecruiter for free. Don't forget, that's ZipRecruiter.com/zip. Finally, that's ZipRecruiter.com/zip.
If you heard my recent conversation with the founder of Titan Battle Gear, you know I am excited about what they're building. Titan is changing how players think about their base layer protection. It's Velcro-free, breathable, lightweight, and made with the highest rated cut-resistant fabric on the market. It's no wonder that they've recently become an official partner of USA Hockey to help advance player safety. This is definitely the gear I'd want my athletes wearing. Hockey Think Tank listeners can get a 15% off discount at TitanBattleGear.com/GMBM. What's up, everybody? Beautiful Friday here. Doing something a little bit different. Toph and I were on complete different schedules this week, which usually does not happen. So we just decided we were going to film our own episodes here. It's only 10 minutes, and we both talk a lot, so it shouldn't be too tough for us. If you're watching on YouTube, though, it is weird because it's just me talking to a screen looking at myself. Allow myself to introduce myself. I don't know how people do this. But anyways, obviously, always up for taking a challenge and getting out of my comfort zone here. But when I knew I had 10 minutes to talk to you, the listener, really wanted to talk to both the parents and players. I know this time of year is crazy in youth hockey, both because, number one, you're trying to make a playoff run. You got to start, really paying attention to that or else your season's over. And then you're thinking about moving on to other sports, or parents, you're probably already thinking about who we playing for next year. Where are we going? Who wants us? What spring program do we have to do? What this, what that? And you're being pulled in all different directions. And I know how hard that is, both of those as the player, and as an administrator, coach, on the outside thinking about next year. But to the kids, I just want to say one thing, and it's easy for me to say now that I'm 40 and I'm out of it and I can look back, but I really hope you hear me, and I hope parents, you push my words here about how important they are. Young players, live it, be in the moment. I'm telling you, don't worry about next year. Don't worry about next season. Don't worry about where am I going to play in the spring, or what tournaments am I going to go to, or how am I going to make this team or that team. That's the future, right? That will come. It's going to come. But if you don't live in the present, you're not going to play your best when it matters right now. It matters the most right now at this time of season, that you feel your best, that you perform your best, you execute your best day in and day out to keep your season going. And also, everybody wants winners. To the older players listening, everybody wants winners. I don't care if you're a midget player trying to get to juniors, you're a junior player trying to get to college to pro. This is when scouts really care, because sports are about winning, all right? Especially at the higher levels. It's all about winning. And if you have a proven track record of winning, there's something there. It turns scouts' heads more. You're more intriguing. You're more appealing. Obviously, you have something going on that throughout your career, you've won a lot of different places, right? And the higher you go, the harder it is to win. So if you're at a higher level, again, you're more valuable if you're winning. So right now, players, number one, to help you play better, right, you should be focusing on your feet and where you are and taking care of your body every day and practicing hard when it's practice. And, every time you go over the boards in a playoff game, it's everything you have, or else your season's over and you got to wait 5 months or 6 months or 4 months, whatever it is, till your next season starts, right? So it's just one shift at a time, one day at a time. But also for the fact that if you ask any older player, anybody who's done, I don't care how long they played, whether they finished after midgets or juniors or college or just high school, or they had played pro, like whatever it is, they look back and they think about those years before it got crazy, crazy serious in juniors and above, and they miss those times. They miss that. They're probably games with, teammates that you grew up with, tons of players you've known your whole life, grew up with in the organization, went to the same high school, went to the same middle school, whatever it is, played with for years. You keep going on in hockey, you play with players from home less and less and less and less and less. So like these years are super important also for memories. And so if you're constantly worried about, well, what am I going to be doing next season? But this season hasn't finished yet. You're not going to be able to be present to enjoy all those memories. And like the high stake games, the tournament games, the championship games, the playoff games, those are the most fun. That's why you're an athlete. That's why we play this sport. That's why we do this every single day and go to battle and beat up our bodies in practice. And we love what we do. It's to win playoff games. It's to have the chance to play in playoff games where it's life or death. It's do or die. Nerves are up. Excitement is up. You ask any older player, like some of their favorite goals in their career, and they're going to say like a championship game in a high school, championship at the Silver Sticks with my buddies. And when we were young and we won it and nobody thought we'd win it. Like those are memories that every hockey player has. So no matter what you have coming out in front of you, like that's in the future. You can't directly affect that right now other than with playing really well, because like I said earlier, scouts really care about playoffs. They care about winners. They're going after winners. They're looking for winners. They're looking for good teammates when times get tough in playoffs. What type of person are you? What type of character do you have? All right. These are like great times for scouts to come and watch you. So again, just another reason to be present. I look back, sometimes in my career when I was younger and I was just thinking about nervous about what's next. And it's just a waste of time. It takes you out of the present. You don't play as well, and you're not living for every moment today. And when you get older, you're going to want those times back if you weren't present. So players, make sure you're staying present. You're doing everything you can to be your best, to showcase your best, to help your team win, to move on to the next level, the next stage, win the championship, whatever it is. And parents, be present too, because in sports, you don't get a lot of chances to win real things. Like at the end of the year, if you have playoffs, not every team makes playoffs every year. Not every team wins even a playoff game. And as you get older, it gets harder and harder to win championships. So if your kids are in playoffs right now, be in the moment, be in the moment. Hockey's not going anywhere. The spring league's not going anywhere. The summer tournament teams, I'm getting emails from my advising clients. Should I go to this? Should I go? They're not going anywhere. Okay. There's going to be a billion of them. All right. You're going to have a million chances to play. Okay. Be present. Help your kid be present for the memories, number one, first and foremost, and to enjoy this time and to learn how to handle pressure, right? This is another great life example when hockey is really, really serious. And obviously I'm not talking about 5-year-olds, right? a little bit older, but like you can shepherd your child like through when they're nervous, how to perform when you're nervous, things that you do at your job when you have to give a big presentation in front of the boss. Like that type of thing is the nerves your kids are going to feel going into playoff games, and you can help them with those things. These are life lessons dealing with, these types of situations where you have to perform, because those are going to happen in the real world. Right. You might have to give a speech in front of a class and you don't like speaking in college, again, it's adversity. It's going to be tough. So again, you can use this critical time of the season also to be teaching life lessons, which I think is the main reason that we should all have kids in sports, honestly. First and foremost, base layer of the pyramid, that's the number one reason, help them learn about life through something that's super fun to them. And they'll easily want to do whatever the advice is to get better at the thing that they love doing, right? And then this can just teach them healthy habits and how to be successful for the rest of their life and happy. So playoffs are a great time to do that. So, my biggest message here with the 10 minutes that I have, to be present right now at this time of season. If you're a player, enjoy this, like you get you win a series, and you're going to the next round and you got a week of practices, like obviously work your bag off in practice, but like enjoy it, have so much fun. Those are times that you'll never get back. Really be where your feet are, guys. Really be present through these tough times. Don't worry about who's going where next year and silly season and all that stuff. Okay. That stuff all gets taken care of when you're present and you do everything you can in the moment right now to be your best, to enjoy the process and things like that. All right. The clubs aren't going anywhere. The tryouts aren't going anywhere. Everybody's got to go to tryouts. So, and if your kid gets cut because you weren't up in the craziness, all right, it's just going to be good adversity for your kid too. You look back and the number one thing is teaching players to get over adversity, to love getting better every day and the importance of winning the day. And if they do that, they're going in the right direction. They're getting better. You don't need to blow your head up and be crazy about this hockey world that everybody goes nuts over. Okay. You can stay sane and just continue to develop and get better. So focus on being present here at the end of the season. You're probably never going to play with this exact group of players or parents again. So enjoy that time every single day that you have left. And as always, if you ever have any questions, just hit me up on my Instagram, Jeff Lavecchio, male model, blue check mark. Have a day, fam.
Your software needs to be compliant to win deals, but you also need your engineers focused on building your product, not pulling SOC 2 evidence. Enter a third option. Make Vanta your first security hire. Vanta uses AI and automation to get you compliant fast, simplify your audit process, and unblock deals so you can prove to your customers that you take security seriously. Plus, Vanta scales right along with you, backed by support that's there when you need it every step of the way. That's why top startups like Cursor, Linear, and Replit use Vanta to get and stay secure. Don't SOC block your best engineer. Set them free and get compliant fast with Vanta. Get started at Vanta.com.
The new Wegovy pill is now available through Weight Watchers. Powerful GLP-1 results in a simple pill at the lowest price available. And with Weight Watchers, you can get doctor support and personalized nutrition programs. See if you qualify at WeightWatchers.com. Ad not reviewed or approved by Novo Nordisk.
If you like the show, please take a moment to rate, review, and subscribe. It really does help the show to grow. Thank you for listening.